for a second. Yeah, hence the Yankee types never find a gal where you're from. Where I'm from. The defense attorney has trouble with that as it is. The judge with a smack on the onto Felix. Oh, nobody loves me. Your camera? Yeah, it's got an automatic. The issue we are concerned with here, Miss Hart, is seeing Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained. She's not letting me answer any of my questions. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I got doubts about your camera too. Was it really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant in this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But note this, if you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, you must have pressed further about the camera. We will back off for now. Okay, Your Honor. I withdraw my question. I have to remember who I'm dealing with. Manfred von Karma wants to trap me so he can put me in contempt. I think I'll hand back for now and see what happens. Ha! Need to finish all this. Keep eating, keep drinking. That's all of my... No, I only have crisp left, but I don't think I'm gonna eat my crisp today. If there was a heavy fog, how could binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you can clearly see him? I did, yeah. Enough. There is no room for doubt in her testimony. She sounded pretty doubtful to me, but I had to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many von Karmic objections I get. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony. It's the last thing I do. Okay, I'm wrong. Because this is actually what she's doing. She's not looking for the murderer, she's looking for Gertie. And this is actually a case where I typically burn all my things here, which is kind of bad. The camera is not very relevant, but... it's not the camera we want to question. It is where she is looking, because she is not really looking for. I mean, it's obvious. Like, she has the loud noise thing pointing towards the lake. She's after Gertie, not anything else. So let's do a questioning on the camera. guess we're not getting to question more closely on that. Ah, there it is. We can go further on this. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue with my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little bit overboard there. Very well, Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear you. But it was not. Miss Hart, what made you choose to take to that lake to take photographs of meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited for stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess one thing is right here. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect. Hey, now wait a minute. Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was you saw your Edgeworth. No unnecessary comments, please. No. We're going to get the set up to take pictures of meteor showers. No, it is not. It faces the lake. You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take a photo of the stars, Miss Hart. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake shooting for stars, Your Honor. Well, what exactly was he photographing? Your Honor, take a look at this. She was trying to get this one. Oh. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What is this? A newspaper article? Gertie. Oh, the sighting at Gertie Lake? Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down my leg trying to photograph this Gertie. I have proof. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well, let us see, and no joking around this time, please. What proof that proves? What is the proof that the camera itself? The proof, Mr. Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take pictures in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, the photograph here taken when a gun was fired on the lake. And here, the article is this article about Gertie, or according to this article, Gertie makes loud noises when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gertie, weren't you? That is why I had set up camera to respond to loud noises. Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try and take a photo of Gertie, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart. So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gertie. You got me. So what? Huh? That doesn't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. You have just used several precious minutes of our time to prove it's nothing more than the witness was an idiot who thinks that monsters exist. Hey! But as she so sunkenly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gertie for a reason, I know it. What could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that we're searching for Gertie from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right. Fine, I'll testify. It doesn't change. No, it won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. and I'm going to spot it. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it would be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping up at the lake. But that's all I was hiding. Then I heard bang. When I heard that bang, I looked right out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at. I just watched the boat the whole time. And then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time. Crossed my heart and hoped to fry. I mean, if you're looking for a monster, the last thing you will look at is a boat out on the thing. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The witness' testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more time with another pointless cross-examination. I claim the defendant's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her, because why? Was there a contradiction? Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem so sure of yourself, you must have something in mind. That would be a first. Very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright? If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Am I talking too fast, by the way? Because I feel like I am. I feel like I'm like almost talking too fast. Not important. Not important. This is important. Is Gertie really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah, they had him off on TV. I'm not so sure if apparently the local news rumors of the month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper. For real. Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not think you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we? Yes, Your Honor. I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide the trooper at the lake. Huh? If one of us knew what I was up to, the lake would be swimming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop. Ah, is that the only reason you were hiding the truth? Oh, well actually... Mr. Wright, I will not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case. Whatever you say, Von Karma, I know you told her to keep quiet. This is just blatantly false. There wasn't much else to look at? Yep. I don't know. If she heard a bang and she thought Gertie was out there, I kinda doubt she would waste time looking for a boat. What? What did I do now? You give me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some more evidence. Witness, continue. Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm right here. No, that was fine. Oh, that's wrong. Sorry. Random Norwegian. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? Not complaining. What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would looking at it. I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal. What? Y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gertie. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for Gertie. Any sign of Gertie, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Order, continue, Mr. Wright. You testified you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gertie. That's what you were doing. Well? Well, now that you all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake for a bit. I mean, Gertie might be out there. Niall? Miss Hart, are you saying you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fiddling, really. I was just thought I could be a witness to murder and all. And here's core the problem with this girl. She is so hung up in wanting to be a witness and like it known and all that stuff that she will twist everything she says in order to appear genuine for whatever narrative she is trying to sell. This is the problem with this girl. And spoiler alert, this is not the last game we see her in. This is not the last game we see her in. And she doesn't change. She doesn't change one bit. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat till now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof. Still, we can't see who is shooting who in this. Right. That's why I took this photo and... Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. She shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who's shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality, I might, but should let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why would von Karma let her show it? I got a hunch. I bet that the enlarged photo shows something bad for von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong though, it'll be in prison for Edgeworth or worse. What should I do? Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged the photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist. What are y'all talking about? You are the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool. What's the meaning of this, Mr. von Karma? Miss Hart. Show the photograph to court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. There it is. We still can't see who is firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I accept this as evidence. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. Yeah, you would think so. But there is something very strange about this image. Let's see if you there's something very distinctly strange in this image that contradicts evidence in the court record. Let's see if you can remember what it is. correct. This is the left hand. This has the fingerprints from the right hand. A little good it has done any of us. This is why I request that she not show it. I suppose this means the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed when this trial began. Decisive evidence and decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go on like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Show other evidence. Wait, Your Honor, this evidence. I believe I spent enough time talking about evidence. Indeed. We've heard about the opinions of every piece of evidence, but this enlargement. I see no point in retracing our steps. Okay. We could show the pistol, but okay. Objective enlargement then, I guess. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. Well, what might that be? What might that be? Mr. Wright, you shall show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This theme is so good, yeah. Ooh, this man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding the pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in his photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Now that everyone in this courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Yes. Finger pointing. Just I can't get the camera angle right because like the camera is just in front of me, but you know. Who could have but the defender could have shot the victim. When something stinks, it's the butts. Larry's there. But yeah, the victim himself. There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order! Order! So you are saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that seems to be the only remaining option. I am so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet. There is no way it could have been suicide. Order, order! Mr. von Karma, are you sure the accuracy of your data? Of course. I have already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the print on the gun revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood. Yes, Your Honor. That is all. This court is adjourned. We've been playing this for 2.5 hours now. This case is so long. This is the first day. There are 3 days total. Dramatic return of the Mafia. Oh, you'll get to see something far better than the Mafia in this case. Oh, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No. I have yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on the lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to check out on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That is all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? I requisition a testimony of Lotta's entire testimony. A transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. Edgeworth is so tsundere. I mean, he's just tsundere all around. Yep, needs a hug. Needs many hugs, yeah. Maya! Hey, Nick, it's you! I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. It's a relief. Hey, why'd you do that anyway? I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. I'm sorry. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay? Okay. Have you been questioned yet? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning. Whew. And he wanted me to get bail money ready. You can pay for me, okay? Huh? How much? I don't know. I guess they'll send you the bill or something. Why do I picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail? Any luck with Mia? None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried. I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training. She sounds like she really did her best. I should check and see if there are any waterfalls in the local area. I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again.